It's Memorial Day. Almost did not shoot a video this week. Chaos. I say chaos all the time, and it wasn't chaos. It just was a lot of work. I worked on 2 houses. I had to cut grass. Cut a lot of grass this weekend. Worked on sanding. I am so tired of mud and sanding paper and priming and sanding and mudding walls in a house. You can see I got a little bit of sun, I think. Can't really tell. But it looks like I did get a lot of sun this weekend. And so this morning I got up, and speakers that I had bought for my truck 3 months ago, I finally put them in. And that was all I did today, except run the mower back to the other house. I really haven't done much, and I was told I'm fighting fatigue, and I think that's correct. I think I'm just worn out. I start back to school tomorrow. So I'm back into the mix and in the thick of it. I'd hoped to shoot a short film over the last 2 weekends because I was off school. That did not happen. I had 2 separate leading ladies decide after telling me they would do it that they didn't want to do it, which is disappointing. But that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, the short film I'm shooting, there's no money in it for anybody. It's just a short film that I wrote and I want to play. I want to make, and about 15 minutes, maybe between 10 and 15-minute movie. So I'll still be looking for a leading lady. Too bad Natalie Portman's not available. Because I think she could play the role perfectly, of course. But there, it got me thinking that there are a number of actresses out there that probably could play the role rather well. Although they look a lot like Keira Knightley, could probably do it. What is the girl's name? Emma. I'm going to be wrong. I think it's Emma Watson. Is it Watson? I don't know. The girl that played Hermione in Harry Potter movies. I know her first name's Emma. I can't remember her last name for the life of me. She could probably pull it off. Well, I mean, any of them should be able to pull it off. And I was trying to think, even the character would be played differently, but Julia Roberts, the supporting roles, because there's not a whole lot of roles in this movie. The supporting roles can be played by a number of actors. I mean, they'll be played by a couple guys. I may end up playing 1 of the 2 roles myself and directing, which we'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's what I was going to do these 2 weekends. It didn't pan out, so I tried to make the most of it by working on houses. I did storyboard the movie over the first weekend, which I planned on doing anyway. So it's storyboarded. And now I just got to find a leading lady that will actually show up that can play the role. So anyway, that's what's going on with my big personal project. But I'm starting school. I'm back to school, so it'll be kind of hairy if I'm going to actually shoot that. I'm debating and working on a possible timeline for the date with Natalie Portman. And this is because it crossed my mind that I could sit here for years. I mean, it's already been well over a year that I can go on with these goals and go on with these ideas and try and do something, and I'm bouncing all around with, sometimes I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, sometimes I'm not because of this or that or the other thing. And the whole idea is to make it a lifestyle, which slowly I am. But it also got me thinking about Biggest Loser and how they show these huge losses and how discouraging that can be for other people. I love to see the transformation of people, but the idea of losing 7 pounds every week is just, well, if you're losing 7 pounds a week for the average person who's trying to lose weight, it's unhealthy. Then you add to the fact that right now I'm lifting very heavy weights. I'm trying to put on muscle mass. So the scale it's a good tool, but it's not gonna tell me fat loss. It's gonna tell me weight gain or weight loss. So right now, I can't really use it as I'm trying to put on muscle mass while losing fat, which is difficult. Some will claim you can't do it. I'm seeing it happen, but what's happening is I'm not losing nearly as much fat as I would like to, because I have to eat enough that my body will build muscle and draw from some of my fat stores to help me build that muscle. It sucks. It's slow, it's tedious, it's the long road, it's the hard way to do it. But I don't want to lose any muscle mass as I lose weight, and if you just go on a calorie restriction, you're going to lose muscle mass as well as fat. So, doing it the hard way, but that's the way I got to do it. Feeling lonely this week. I have a classmate that had a massive stroke in her early 50s, and she's not going to graduate with us. And from what I'm hearing, she'll be lucky. She may be fighting for her life, and then if she does survive, she may never live by herself again. She may never be able to function independently again. That's pretty heavy. And then Memorial Day, I think about all the guys who died defending our country. I mean, I was in the Navy, I saw combat, but I got to come home. And there's a lot of guys who didn't. And when you think about all the wars that have been fought in the history of our country, there's a lot of people who gave their life. They signed that check that said, whatever my country needs, I'll give them, including my life. So I get a little somber, and I get a little pensive, and I do get a little lonely when I spend a lot of time by myself. Which I haven't, I mean, like last night, like I said, buddy came by, we had a couple drinks. That was nice. But mentally, I've kind of been on my own little world, so maybe I need to reach out a little bit more. Maybe class, going back to class, help me with that. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you make a great week. And remember, life isn't going to be easy, and it's not going to always be fun and pleasant, but hard work and faith, hard work and faith, hard work and faith to pay off. All right, go make a great week.